सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव शरणं गुरुदेव देव। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम मंगलम ओंकार मंगलम गुरु मंगलम गुरुपाद मंगलम। ओम मंगलम ओंकार मंगलम गुरु मंगलम गुरुपाद मंगलम। ओम मंगलम ओंकार मंगलम ओम मंगलम ओंकार मंगलम गुरु मंगलम गुरुपाद मंगलम सद्गुरुपाद मंगलम। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि ओम। From today we are going to study the text called Sadhana Panchakam. Swamiji, the writer of this text also Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji only. Majority of our study is from his cupboard only. That is his greatness. That's why we call him as Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, Sakshat Bhagavat Swarup. The name of this text is Sadhana Panchakam. Two words are there. One word is called Sadhana, another word is called Panchakam. We know the meaning for Panchakam. Panchakam means bunch of 5 slokas. In Sanskritam, if it is bunch of 5 slokas, we call it as Panchakam. If it is bunch of 8 slokas, then it will be Ashtakam. If it is bunch of 6 slokas, it will be Shatakam. That's why we chant Tapovana Shatakam. There are 6 verses. Here, Panchakam. Only 5 verses are there. Thank God, Swamiji. It is easy walk. So only 5 verses, nothing to worry, Swamiji. But these 5 verses are about sadhana. Sadhana means a practice. Oh, then a little difficult, Swamiji. Practice means we have to do something. Actually, Bhagavan's intention is we have to do something. Okay, Swamiji. So Sadhana Panchakam, you said 5 verses. These 5 verses about practices. Which practices, Swamiji? Regular exercise, Surya Namaskara, morning walk, easy breath, these kind of practices. No. All practices are regarding spirituality. Adhyatmika sadhana. Adhyatmika sadhana. So this text is about spiritual practices. Okay, Swamiji. So you said 5 verses. How many practices we have to do, Swamiji? Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, in each verse, he put 8 practices. Exactly. Each verse contains 8 practices. So total 8 practice into 5 verses is equal to 40 spiritual practices were enumerated in this Sadhana Panchakam text. But I don't know whether we can practice all or we cannot. That is different. But his knowledge, his presentation, extremely beautiful. Even the fresh student for Vedanta also will appreciate this text. How do you know, Swamiji? Because when I was fresh, I was impressed by this particular text called Sadhana Panchakam only. When we are very young, Chinmaya Yuvakendra members, one senior Swami in Yuvakendra camp, he took this text Sadhana Panchakam by Adi Shankaracharya. It was the title. We thought, Array, Adi Shankaracharya's philosophy, how these youngsters can understand, teenagers and little. I was a teenager that time. It was difficult. But after seeing this text, I by-hearted all the 5 verses. Even now I know. That is sweet memory studying this Sadhana Panchakam. Beautiful text. Nice, Swamiji. But there is a story behind this text. They say traditionally, when Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji wants to drop his body, he decided that, whatever work I have done, I finished my job. Now I want to take Mahasamadhi. Mahasamadhi means he wants to drop this physical existence. Then naturally all the Shishyas, they are very much worried. And they all approached Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji because he is a great yogi. He can say his life design. So they all approached Bhagavan and they are worried. Bhagavan said, what happened? It's natural. Why do you worry? Don't worry. Then they said, Bhagavan, it is okay. But please give your final message to all the spiritual seekers and an easy way. What will be your final message? Then Bhagavan, he chanted this Panchakam, Sadhana Panchakam, with 5 verses. They say this is his final message to the whole humankind, all spiritual seekers. Guruji, Swami Tejomayananji, in his words, he says, this is a road map to travel the spiritual path. If we want to go anywhere physically, we keep road map with us. If map with us, it is easy to walk. We know where is the turning, what is the name of the street, where to go, where not to go. It like nowadays we use GPS. You just put the location. It will go 1 mile, take left, then right, then left, then right, then left. Finally, we reach our goal. This Sadhana Panchakam is like a GPS. Bhagavan, he takes from where we are and where we should reach. Where is our goal? This is the story behind this text called Sadhana Panchakam. Nice, Swamiji. Swamiji, you said sadhana. In Sanskrit, every word has its own specific meaning. This sadhana word, it came from the root called sad. Sad is the root word for sadhana. Sad means to accomplish. Sad means to accomplish. From that sad, this sadhana has come. Swamiji, you are saying this is called a path to accomplish sadhana. Then there should be something like our goal. For example, if somebody asks, I'm going, they ask, where are you going? If there is no goal, you cannot say it is a traveling. I am doing sadhana, sadhana, sadhana. Sadhana for what? Sadhana for what? That is called sadhya. There are three words, bunch. Sadhya. Sadhya means accomplishment. So sadhana, sadhya. And the man who is doing this sadhana, he will be called a sadhaka. These three words goes together. Sadhaka, sadhana, and sadhya. Actually, our spiritual journey contains these three only. Who is the sadhaka? What is the sadhana? Where he is going? What is his goal? What is his sadhya? What is his accomplishment? This complete these three terms only, nothing but our spiritual journey. In this text, all three are covered. Who is sadhaka? What is sadhana? And what is the goal of our sadhana? Why I am doing this japa? Why I am listening this class? Why I am reflecting on Upanishads, on Gita, on Master's words? That final ultimate goal is called sadhya, accomplishment. Actually, that is the fulfillment of our life. That is called Parama Purushartha. Ultimate goal, beyond all, purpose of life. So these three are there in this Sadhana Panchakam. So we have to be very carefully and lovingly, we should listen all classes. Then we will get nice clarity on this part. Okay, Swamiji. Swamiji, already I told. This man is called sadhaka. Sadhaka means a practitioner. This practitioner word we use in other fields also. We say, Swamiji, he is medical practitioner. In gym also they use physical practitioner. Here this sadhaka's name is Adhyatmaka Sadhaka. Actually, we should identify with that title. Then we got all 10 marks. As a listener, okay. Appreciator, double okay. If we are understanding, triple okay. But if we identify with that final word like sadhaka, then we pass it completely. It is completely personal thinking. Who am I? I must be a practitioner of spirituality. Sadhaka of Adhyatmika. I am searching what is this. Actually, I am that Jignasu. He is called Sadhaka. Sadhaka. This is we should learn first. First step in the classroom, my dear students, you should identify yourself as a student shipper. You know, the master does not need our appreciation. He may not need our what we call presence of mind. He needs our involvement in his teaching. That is called sadhaka. One. Yes, Swamiji. What are you thinking, Swamiji? We are sadhakas. Whether it is a little or big, that is different. But we are all like God followers only. We are good people. Okay. Then the next is, they say, in our life, two kinds of sadhanas are there. Two kinds of sadhanas. Swamiji, can you tell? Number one is, in our life, we gain something which we don't have. This is one kind of accomplishment we do. We gain something which we doesn't have now. Example, Swamiji. For example, I am not in America. So if I want to go America, I will go there and I will reach there. Presently, I am not that. I travel, I do this sadhana and I go there. By reaching, I will get that place. This is one. 3 examples Mahatmas will give. Second one is, presently I am not that. Particularly, I do something and I will become that. Becoming. First one is reaching. By reaching, I will get something. Second one is, by becoming, I will get something. I am not the member of parliament now. So if I want to become member of parliament, I have to do something and then I will become member of parliament. This is called becoming. First one is reaching. Second one is becoming. Third one is, present I don't have. For example, I don't have nice black coat. I go to shop and I will get it. By gaining, I will get something. These 3 ways are there. With these 3 processes, we will get something which we doesn't have now. This is one kind of sadhana. In our life, we do it. I know. By reaching, I will get. By becoming, I will get. By gaining, I will get. These 3 processes we use for this particular method. This method is called, we gain something which we doesn't have now, which we don't have now. This is one kind of sadhana we do. And another kind of sadhana is there, that is, we already have it. We already have it. But the problem is, we don't know that we have it. For example, I kept my spectacles on my nose only. I already have it. Many people, they do. They take this keys, house keys. The keys are in his hands only. But whole house they search. Arre, kidhar gaya, office time ho gaya. How can I go? Every time you people do like this only. Where are my keys? Where are my keys? Where are my keys? Whole house is gad. But after 15 minutes, you yourself came to know, arre, keys are with me only. Ayyo. This is also gaining only. That too, you already have it. But how did you get it? You know it that you have, you got it. By knowing only, we will get some things this way. One story in Vedanta, they say, is already told, I think. One Amma, two beautiful couple are there. For their marriage, this husband, he presented beautiful diamond necklace to that lady. He loves more the necklace than this lady, because such a beautiful diamond necklace. Every day he used to ask, Rani, where is the necklace? Sir, because to get his appreciation, every day she used to wear that diamond necklace. Both were happy. One day he went to office. After 1 hour, she called. My dear husband, she is crying in phone. He thought, what happened? You have to come very quickly. Very, very horrible thing happened in our house. He ran and he came and he asked her, Arey, what happened to you? What happened? What happened? What happened? She is crying, crying, crying. Whole house was, not in order. All rooms were in disorder. Bedroom, kitchen, almara, cupboard, everything, she kept it out. Open pandal, house become. He asked, Hare Rani, what happened? Please tell, what is the problem now? Then you cry. She said, you should not get angry. He promised, no, okay, I am not going to get angry. Please tell what happened. Then she said, my dear husband, you love that diamond necklace very much, Aina. He said, yes, of course. What happened? Today morning, I lost it. And she is weeping. He started laughing. She was surprised. Arey, itna husband mila mere ko. Yo, I got a good husband. He is not getting angry. Even though we lost this diamond necklace, she was happy. Not because of diamond necklace, because of good husband. She was happy. And he laughed and laughed and laughed and he said, Arey Rani, that diamond necklace on your neck only. Just check it. Then she said, Arey, here only? This is called we have it. By somehow we forgotten. By knowing, again we got it. This is one kind of sadhana. In Sanskrit, this sadhana, they say, praptasya praptam. Already you have, but you got it. This is called praptasya praptam. And the previous one is apraptasya praptam. You don't have now. By doing, by becoming, by reaching, you will get it. That is called apraptasya praptam. Another kind, it is called praptasya praptam. Vedanta says Atma Vidya belong to second category. Second category means praptasya praptam. This great realization, this great Atma Vidya is with you already. You know that you have it, then you will become that. That is called, that they use the term called self-realization. Atma Sakshat. Self-realization means you know yourself. That's all. Praptasya praptam. So we have to, the first one is we have to identify ourselves as a sadhaka. Second one is we have to know what type of goal I am going for. Swamiji, can I get moksha in Kashi? Moksha in Kailash? Moksha in Tirupati? Where is this Brahmapada? The answer is you already that. You know it, then you will be that. This type of goal is our goal. 2. And the third one is sadhana. Then you ask, Swamiji, you said I am Sat Chit Anand, the pure consciousness. Then why many people, they don't know, even though they are that? Because to know that abstract science, we need 2 things. That is purity of mind and clarity of thinking, or clarity of knowledge. If our mind is not pure, we may not, focus that side. We will be extroverted. Purity of mind is also needed. Swamiji, some people, they are very pure, but they need knowledge also. Somebody has to tell. And that knowledge also, we need a clear knowledge, doubtless knowledge. Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayanti used to say, the essence of all sadhanas are these 2 words only. Purity of mind, clarity of thinking. In Sadhana Panchakam also, one set of sadhanas are all for purity of mind. Another set of sadhanas are for clarity of thinking or clarity of knowledge. All 40, we can divide it into 2 groups. So this is some more light on what type of goal, what type of practitioner, what type of practices. Sadhaka, sadhya, sadhana. Practitioner, goal and practices. We are adhyatmika sadhakas. Our goal is, which is already there, we have to know it. Praptasya praptam. To know it, we need 2 things. One is purity of mind, second one is clarity of intellect or clarity in thinking. This is all. Nice, Swamiji. But one more point I want to add. That is, regarding this title, Sadhana Panchakam, now what we are studying, there are 2 more titles generally they use. Another title name is called Upadesha Panchakam. Upadesha Panchakam. Sadhana Panchakam, another name only Upadesha Panchakam. Upadesham means loving advice. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, he is giving loving advices to the seeker. The bunch of loving advices also called as Upadesha Panchakam. If somebody comes, have you studied Upadesha Panchakam? Then we say, no, I don't know what is Upadesha Panchakam. The Sadhana Panchakam only, Upadesha Panchakam. Upadesha means loving advice. It is not Adesham. Adesham means order, command. Thou shalt do it. Thou shalt not do it. Commandments. No. That is called Adesham. But here it is called Upadesha. Upadesha means a loving advice. In a passive voice. Guru is requesting us, "Arey, my dear student, can you do this? You should do this." That way only all the instructions Bhagavan has written. That's why they call it as Upadesha Panchakam. Even our Upanishads also they said, the Guru should teach Upadesham, not Adesham. Upadesham means lovingly only he should advise. Puj Gurudev used to say, he should come down from the hilltop to the marketplace. He cannot say, "Oh, my dear students, please come up, I will teach this Bhagavad Gita." And nobody will come. Because, Swamiji, we cannot climb all the hill and reach the Guru. So, Guru has to come down to our status. Then we will listen. Oh. Slowly, we will start walking. That is why this is called Upadesha Panchakam, not Adesha Panchakam. Another name is there for the same text that is called Sopana Panchakam. Sopana means step. You know, in our staircase, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, 40 steps are there, 40 sopanas. That's why they call it as Sopana Panchakam. One man said, "Swamiji, you are saying 40 steps of a staircase. I am a heart patient, Swamiji. I cannot climb all the 40. Then Guruji said, at least 2, and 2 though okay. 2 are nothing but purity of mind and clarity of thinking only. You don't worry. 40 practices I cannot do, Swamiji. 1 or 2 I thought okay. These 2 only essence. So you may say it is a Sopana Panchakam or Upadesha Panchakam or Sadhana Panchakam. All are same and written by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji. His grace. Even now we are studying. See the beauty of the text. hundreds of years हो गया. But people are appreciating, practicing, gaining the greatness because of his Gurutvam. That's why again and again, Mahatmas, they tell, please know about Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. In our life, we must study his life history, his vision, his work, his mission. Such a great, wonderful Mahatma is Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. In one word, we can say, if he was not there, then there will be no signs of God. We are completely blindfolded sadhakas. Bhagavan only gave the light, the Jnana Jyoti, the light of knowledge. Even now people could see because of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji only. Great Mahatmas they appreciate, like great thinkers like Swami Vivekananda ji, Swami Chinmayananda ji. Everybody will appreciate him because his work, his vision, his clarity is such great. It is not easy to get clarity in Upanishads. He did it. Sruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam. Who is your Shankaracharya ji? He is the abode of Sruti, Smriti, Purana, Ityadi. Swamiji, he is so great, wise man, you are saying, can you see us? He will see. Karunalayam. At the same time, he is very compassionate master. Namami Bhagavat Pada. So, where should I surrender Swamiji? At his feet. Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram. Shankaram means Sham Karoti iti Shankaraha. Who gives auspiciousness to everyone, goodness to everyone. That is called Shankaram. Loka Shankaram. He blessed the whole world. Such a great Janma. Avatar Mahatma Guru. Every day we should remember him. And our Pujya Gurudev is like him. We are very lucky. Where can we get these textbooks and this knowledge? Nowhere. He studied, he understood, he reflected, and he reached. Such a Brahma Muni, he came down. And his great vision, see, even for kids also, in other way, he wants to teach this great science. Bal Vihar, Yuva Kendra, groups, yajnas, classes, satsangas, management talks. Because you know, everyone is Brahman in essence. We cannot say he is unfit, we cannot say he is fit. Everyone is that only. This is the great Guru, Parampara. So we invoked Bhagavan Shankaracharya's grace and Pujya Gurudev's blessings and Almighty Bhagavan's grace. And today we will start the Sadhana Panchakam. I posted the Sadhana Panchakam PDF to Vijay. He must have, circulated. If you have Sadhana Panchakam text, it is well and good. Please read Sadhana Panchakam. So already I said it has 5 verses. The style of verse is called Shardula Vrittam. In Sanskrit, every poem has its own movement. In childhood, you must have studied Shardulam, Utpalamala, Champakamala, Sisha, different, Anushtup, Trishtup, Gayatri, Chandas, so many are there. This style of poem is called Shardula Vrittam. There is a beautiful style. Please repeat after me. Vedo Nityamadhiyatam Taduditam Karma Svanushthiyatam तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्तज्यताम् पापौगः परिधूयताम् भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयताम् निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम् together वेदो नित्यमधीयतां तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्तज्यताम् पापौगः परिधूयताम् भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयताम् निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्. See how beautiful melodious chanting. Again I will do one more time. वेदो नित्यमधीयताम् तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्तज्यताम् पापौगः परिधूयताम् भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयताम् निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्. So in this sloka, 8 instructions are there, are 8 spiritual practices. The first half line is 1, second half line is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. वेदो नित्यमधीयताम् 1. तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयताम् 2. In my chanting only I splitted. If you carefully observe, I splitted all the 8. Vedo nityamadhiyatam taduditam karmasvanushtiyatam tene sasya vidhiyatam apachitihi kamye matistajyatam papaugah paridhuyatam भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयताम् निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्. Total 8. Okay, Swamiji. Then what will be the first, Swamiji? What will be the first, Swamiji? Bhagavan is saying, Vedo nityam adhiyatam. Nityam, every day. Adhiyatam, study. Vedaha, Veda. This is the first sadhana. Study every day Veda. First spiritual practice. Because I already told this is Jnana Marga. Jnana Marga means Vidya Marga. Vidya starts with study. I know, even our school also. I want to become doctor, then you say study. I want to become a teacher, you say study. I want to become a wrestler, that is different. Because this path itself, Vidya Marga, Jnana Marga. So we have definitely the first instruction will be this only. Bhagavan is saying, this is the first spiritual practice. Every day we should study Vedas. Now we ask, Swamiji, we will study, no problem. But the Vedas, we don't know what are the Vedas. We don't know where we can get it. And moreover, they are all in Sanskrit. Swamiji, Sanskrit is like Latin and Greek to me, Swamiji. Swamiji, I cannot penetrate through that language. Then how can I study Vedas every day, Swamiji? If it is impractical, then Bhagavan, how he can say it is a practice? Study Veda every day. We have to understand what is the meaning for Veda. Veda word came from the dhatu called with. With. With means to know. To know. So Veda means not only Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharva Veda, Sama Veda. Whatever contains this spiritual knowledge, they all can be called as Veda only because they have knowledge. Even Sadhana Panchakam also we can call it is a Veda book because it has the spiritual knowledge only. Because these Vedas contains only two things. One is the treasure of knowledge, second the means for the knowledge. In Vedas also these two only are there. One is treasure of knowledge, the nature of knowledge. Second one is the means to get the knowledge. These two are only main components of the Vedas. If whatever books they have these two components, they will be called as Veda. So Bhagavan is saying, study spiritual books are great knowledgeable books every day. It's a great sadhana. Even now, if you see any successful person, in their habits, definitely this reading of books will be there. You cannot be knowledgeable without reading or without studying. It's a great and good habit, studying good books every day. Somebody asked Mahatma Gandhi, you have so many friends. Who will be your best friend? Then Gandhi's reply is, good book is my best friend. In childhood also, in our schools, they used to teach. Every day read some good book, half an hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour. Whether even it is Bala Chandrika also okay. But you must study good book every day. That is the first instruction. We must study, we must study, we must study. The same, whatever there, the science in the Vedas, the same science in Bhagavad Gita also. The same science in Bhagavatam also. The same science in Ramayana, Mahabharata. Even this introductory books like, Sadhana Panchakam, Viveka Chudamani, Atma, even now we are doing that only. But it is not Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam, Vedo weekly Adhiyatam. Every week we are studying. We are sharing the knowledge of gurus and we are reflecting on it. We are connecting to it. This is called Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam. And Bhagavan, he said, Adhiyatam. Adhiyatam means it is not, casual study. It is called Adhyayanam. Adhyayanam means seriously you should study. Swamiji, what is the difference between, casual study and serious study, Swamiji? They say, in casual study, we are not involved in that knowledge. We may read newspaper, we may read some other thing, we may not involve in that knowledge. Where our involvement is there, that is called adhiyatam, adhyayanam. Actually, in Adhyayanam, 3 things will be there. One is called study, second one is called understanding, third one is called reflecting. First, we study the text. Then we understand what is there in that particular text. Not only that, in a person, we reflect on it. If we do all these 3, that is called Adhyayanam. Study in depth. Bhagavan is saying, don't study casually. Please involve in it. Vedo adhiyatam. Okay, Swami. See, in the same instruction, he is going little deeper and deeper and deeper. He put some light on what is called Veda and what is called adhiyatam. And he used one more word that is called nityam. Nityam means every day you should study. Not Sunday, Monday and all 5 days half. No, every day. Nityam means every day you must study. Then somebody may ask, Swamiji, if I don't read every day, if I don't study every day, what is going to happen? Simple, we forget. And next Saturday, I may ask, in the last class, we studied so this and this, can you tell? Then what class, what point, what things, nothing is there, all washed away. If we are not regular, then any knowledge, it will be washed away from our brain. That way, Bhagavan is saying we should study every day. One doctor, one patient, he went to one doctor. He met one doctor. The doctor asked, Arey boy, what is your problem? He said, doctor, I have 2 problems. Okay. Then doctor said, what is your first problem? This patient said, doctor, I forgot everything. This is my problem. Okay, he noted. And he asked, what is the second? Then the patient said, what second? So this is our nature. We forget very quickly. We are masters in forgetting. So there should be regularity in study. One man, he is traveling in an Indian bus. In Indian bus, the ticket collector's name is called conductor. So he goes to each passenger and he will ask, take ticket, or sometimes he check ticket. Show me your ticket, show me your ticket, show me your ticket. We have to show it to him. Otherwise, he will throw us. This conductor, he met one passenger and the passenger was so much worried. And the ticket checker, ticket conductor, he asked, Arey, my dear boy, what happened? Then this man said, conductor ji, I forgot my bus ticket. That's why I'm so much worried. Then this conductor said, he was so compassionated. He said, okay, no problem. I will put the money and you don't worry. Be relaxed. You don't worry. I will manage. This man said, conductor ji, actually that is not my problem. So in the ticket only my destiny was there. I forgot where to get down also. So that's why I'm worrying more. So his memory, loss of memory is some more high grade. So we forget very quickly. Even spirituality also. That's why Bhagavan is instructing, Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam. You must study every day these great books, good books. Whether it is a history of Mahatmas, great achievements, great people work, we must study. That will be an inspiration, an anchor. It will mold or complete our path. Books only can change our way of speaking. Books only can change our way of thinking. Completely books only can change our vision. Our personality can be changed by the study only. So Vedo Nityam Adhiyata. Yes, Swamiji. So by the first practice, we will get knowledge. I know. They say 70% of our knowledge is from study only. And other 30% we learn from listening, seeing, with other equipment. But 70% of our knowledge is from study only. So we will be accomplished with good knowledge. Vedo Nityam Adhiyatu. Then Swamiji, the next step for the practice is knowledge is there. I know, but we have to work on it. So work element has to come. He is very good in study, Swamiji. He is very good in study, Swamiji. What? Medicine. But he was a failure in operation theatre, Swamiji. Why? He is not a good worker. Anything. I may study Bhagavad Gita hours together. If a little kid comes and he asks, Swamiji, can you tell about this sloka? Then because I cannot work on it. I did not work on it. That's why they say knowledge and work, they should go together. Then only completeness will come. Only work without thinking, he is a fool. Only knowledge without working, he is an idle person. We cannot get anything. He may be a scholar. What we do with him? So knowledge and work. That's why Bhagavan is bringing the second sadhana, that is called Taduditam Karmasvanushthiyatam. Taduditam. Whatever prescribed in the Vedas, whatever revealed in the Vedas, taduditam, whatever revealed in the Vedas, that karma, suanushtiyatam, you must work on it, or you must practice that work. You studied, regularly do Sandhya Vandanam. Every day I study, Swamiji. Morning I have to do Sandhya Vandanam. By chanting Sandhya Vandanam, nothing will happen. By doing Sandhya Vandanam only, Sandhya Vandanam will happen. Taduditam karma su anushtiyatam. Whatever the actions prescribed in the Vedas, we must work. We must work. We cannot be lazy. We cannot be idle. I know. Taduditam karma su anushtiyatam. And Bhagavan is saying, this working also, it should be su anushtiyatam. Very well. Su means very well. Anushtiyatam means you do. Not casually or, absence of mind. No. You must do the work beautifully. In Bhagavad Gita, it is very, very practical. We must learn that thought from Gita. One way, Bhagavan Krishna, he says, what will be the beauty of the work? If any work, it has two elements, that work can be called as great work, he says. Bhagavan, please tell what are the two elements. One is called Nishchayena. Nishchayena means we should be very serious about our work. Nishchayena, straightfastness. Nishchayena. Second one is he calls Anirvinna Chetasa. Anirvinna Chetasa means we should do work cheerfully, not reluctantly. Cheerfully we should do, and same time we should do very seriously. We should not take casually. We should not work reluctantly. Work with cheerfulness and work with seriousness will give joy to you and joy to your neighbors also, whatever in that field. Amma, she cooks food. but very reluctantly, there is no cheerful, there is no joy in her cooking, then we cannot enjoy that food. Because Swamiji, she is crying and cooking. How can I enjoy Swamiji this food? Father also, he in office, he works, but every day exhaust, tired. We ask him why. Yes, Swamiji, I am not loving this job, Swamiji. If there is no love, there is no cheerfulness, there is no seriousness. Bhagavan, such a beautifully he says, we should do work we should work very seriously and very cheerfully. Nischayena anirvinna chetasa. We must work. Guruji, when we are students in Sandipini, he used to say, every day we used to have 5 classes. Early morning 5:30 Vedic chanting, 7 o'clock Upanishad class, 10:30 Sanskritam, 12 Vishnu Sahasranam Parayanam, 4:30 Prakarana Grantha, 6:30 Arati, 7 o'clock Ramayanam or Bhagavatam, Daivi, I mean religious text. So many classes, 2 years every day, no Sunday, no Pongal, no Ugadi, no Sri Ram Nam, every day. Generally students feel bored. First 3 months okay, then slowly, and that to this Vedanta, same thought again and again. The teachers, they teach. He used to instruct this one. It should be anirvinna chetasa. You must be cheerful every day. Don't come reluctantly to the class. Enthusiastically sit in the class, then you will get whatever I am teaching. This is one example. In every action, su anushtiyata means it should be serious and it should be cheerful. And the karma is taduditam karma. Whatever prescribed in the great books, whatever prescribed by the great lives of Mahatmas, even our parents, we should not neglect. Some people, Pandita Putra, Paramashunta, they say, his father is very great, but he is such a fool. Because he is not doing taduditam karma. Second instruction is, you have knowledge plenty, now you work on it. 2 instructions we have covered in this class. Next class, next. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.